My trip was fantastic. I went to my home and then to another place, my brother's daughters. That is in Modabidri. Then to that Kasaragod area, my wife's her native place.
Okay.
And everywhere fantastic.
Very nice.
Yeah, could meet so many people. I was thrilled in one place, my wife's that place. They have this, we get water from this hill, small hills there. Generally, it used to come earlier like spring water. Now, they have found one method. They do the tunnel that they used to do manually earlier. Now, they have a new technique. They can do a horizontal, just drill hole, something like 2.5 inch. And when it reaches somewhere, then water will start coming in. I saw in one place, water coming from in 3 pipes, like our tap water, continuously 365 days. Very clean water through that, by drilling the hole. There is some machine. And the very clear water. It was just falling and going to one area where it accumulates there fully. You can do swimming pool. Then it comes out. It was super. From is my wife's house, their own family house, cousin's house. And her house also something similar. It used to come in one pipe. Now in this place there are 3 pipes, 3 directions they have done. It's a big hill there.
Okay.
I was just watching and meditating on that water.
Good. Okay, so then we'll continue on 26th verse. Okay.
Chapter 11, right?
Chapter 11. 26 and 27. So what he sees is like I was talking about the 8th level of Dhyana when somebody can see how the beings are entering and coming out. So he sees the same thing. Amichatvam dhrita rashtrasya putraha sarve saha eva avanipala sangaihi Bhishmaha Dronaha Suta Putraha Tata Asau Saha Asmadyai Api Yodha Mukhayai. So into that Virat Rupa, these sons of Dhritarashtra as well as other rulers of earth who are very strong, including Bhishma, Drona, as well as Karna, together with some of our own prominent army generals also. Vaktrani te tvara mana vishanti damshtra karalani भयानकानि केचित् विलगनः दशन अन्तरसौ समदृष्ट्ये चूर्णितैः उत्तम अंगैः. So they are entering into your mouth as though they are in very great hurry. So actually all beings, if we see the amount of breath we are taking every day, shows that we are in great hurry to end the journey or go into the next journey. So into the mouth of that, filled with terrible teeth, fearful to behold, that is when these beings are literally eaten away by that Virat Rupa. On entering, some are sticking in the gaps between your teeth, and some are found with their heads crushed into powder. So everyone has the same fate, irrespective of what the condition behold. The testimony of that is the breath, what we are doing. So what they found out from the ancient times, that is from the Vedic to whatever has happened, is to find this secret to end that journey. So in the Vigyan Bhairava Tantra, Shiva and Parvati's conversation, Shiva starts giving information on how to escape the Kala. The Kala is the breath. Generally, the Kala is not noticed at all because breath is taken as a default system out of ignorance. So now the objective is not to breathe, to end the Kala. As long as we are breathing, so much would be the pain of existence. The moment you stop breathing, there is no existence. So what needs to be done is to stop the past and the future, and the present exist as without connection to senses. When it connects to senses, either the mind projects it as a future, that I need this in the future, or it will go back to the past, that how I had enjoyed this or suffered this in the past, out of sense input. So to cut the journey, or to ensure that there is no further rebirth, the secret recipe is to cut the senses from the sense object. That's the only way you can detach. So if we are able to see sight as a sight of moving pictures every moment, and sound as a sound, irrespective of whatever that is, like that, if we were to do it, then consciousness gets liberated. That is, this consciousness, which is the Baddha Atma, will get liberated, and then this will be the last time it will go into this crushing journey. Otherwise, it will again have to come back. So he gives a simile here in the 28th verse. Yatha nadinam bhavaha ambu vegaha samudram eva abhimukha dravanti tatha tava ami naraloka viraha vishanti vaktrani abhivij valanti. Just as numerous rivers with their torrents of water currents only head towards the seaward direction and then flow into the sea of their own accord, just like the breath of everyone goes out irrespective of what the person is thinking, whether he is a rich person or a poor person or an animal or a bird or an insect or whatever it is. It doesn't matter what is the state of that being. They all merge into one cosmic essence, where the breathing is also done by the planets and by everything. So everything in this world resonates with breath. So they all go into the sea. So also into you, that is into the consciousness, do these men, heroes all among the world of men, enter into your mouth that spell a flaming death to everyone without any prejudice. Meaning to say that the death is going to be there, like the breath going out, irrespective of who the person is. Even though he is a saint, that doesn't mean that he will or she will not be able to stop the breath. They can stop the breath for a limited amount of time, but then they will have to breathe. That means the Kala is going to end their journey. Similarly, if there is a sinner doing the highest of the sin, that's okay. His breath is as similar to that of a saint. So there is no differentiation. Everyone undergo the same torture. So he gives another example here in 29th. Yatha pradiptam jwalanam patanga vishanti nashaya samriddha vegaha tatha eva nashaya vishanti lokaha tava api vaktrani samriddha vegaha. Just as in the glowing fire, these moths, patanga is the moth, they rush with speed to their own destruction. So also to their doom rush the creatures with great speed into your mouth. And in 30th, he ends it by expecting something like Krishna or the consciousness taste it. So there are two things. One is the Ojas and the Tejas. So this Virat Rupa, what we are seeing, has Ojas at its core. So every being and every soil, water, that means all the five elements and a combination of five elements, which is the body, is having Ojas. So taking the Tejas, which is given by the energy, this Virat Rupa then consumes it all. So Arjuna says, Lelihyase grasamanaha samantat lokan samagran vadanaihi jwaladbihi tejobihi apurya jagat samagram bhasaha tava ugraha pratapanti Vishnu. So you are licking everyone from all the sides. That means your lips are licking them on all the side, relishing every single creature with your flame flickering lips. So the oil of the body gets consumed in that. So the consciousness again takes another form, but that form as such is eliminated to powder. You fill with heat the whole world. O Vishnu, your fierce rays are so scorching that no being can sustain. So from Brahma realm of existence to the lowest realm of existence, Janana and Marana, that is birth and death cycles, are the only reality, and that reality has two things. One, it has a Ojas, and one, it has the Tejas. So these are the two things what one can see. So when there is Ojas, you taste. So the food what we take has Ojas, nutrients. So it doesn't seem like five elements to us. We treat it like rice and dal and curry and chapati. And if it is a non-vegetarian, then we cook that non-vegetarian food. Can be fish or lamb or whatever, chicken or whatever extra things are eaten, like egg and all that. So each one has a nutrient. So the mud has the nutrient. So Prithvi comes with nutrients, and that nutrients get merged into Apo. So when we add water, it makes it rasa. So Prithvi and Apo creates the rasa. Then you require that temperature to be maintained, so you have Tejo. Then you require movement. So everything moves, so you require Vayu. And everything is enclosed. So rice is enclosed. Similarly, plants are enclosed, the animals are enclosed, the humans are enclosed. So everything is enclosure. So that will require space. So what is consumed by this consciousness, called as an individual consciousness, is same as what is consumed by Virata, which is universal consciousness. So basically, when we observe ourselves eating, we can see that without any kind of differentiation, the digestive fire, Jataragni, this is what the consciousness is all about. It consumes and it extracts nutrients from there. So what Arjuna is able to see is that the Krishna is able to be seen as that consciousness which is having the relishing effect. It is able to relish, and he is surprised with this relishing. And then he, due to his ascharya, that is, he is surprised, he says, Akhyahi me kaha bhavan ugra rupaha namaha astu te deva vara prasida Vignatum ichhami bhavantam adyam nahi praja nami tava pravrittim. Tell me who you are and why you have such a fearful form. Namaha astu te deva vara prasida. Salutation to you, O gracious God or the Lord. Vignatum ichhami bhavantam adyam. I wish to know you, the primordial or the prime one. Nahi praja nami tava pravrittim. Pravritti means purpose. So I need to know what is your purpose. Why are you here? And why are you having that lehi hyase? Why are you so bloodthirsty? Why are you eating these helpless creatures? So can you tell me why and how it is? And why this fearful scene I am able to see? And what is your real purpose? So let me know the reason of your existence like this. Shall we end here or shall we continue?
I think maybe we can practice now till 9:30.
Okay, you have time till then. Okay, fine then.
And 9:30.
9:30, right? Okay. Then what we can do is then 4 senses out of 6. Let's practice now.
Yeah.
And then end. So 5 into 4, 20. So we can do that. So what you need to be doing is that I think, but yesterday you did not attend. So what you need to start is with sound. 1 second. So what you need to do is with sound. So try to hear to all the sounds as though it is moving. Actually, it is moving. All the sounds move, meaning to say it doesn't stay. So you have to look at it as from a non-person perspective. That is, it's not yours. So as long as the ear is there and the space is there and the sound is there, the consciousness can connect all the three. So it is not my sound, it just passes, and everywhere there is sound. So as long as there is space, there is going to be sound. So this is the first thing what we need to practice. And the next 5 minutes we will practice about sight. So if you turn the head from left to right and right to left, you can see all the objects going away. The mind feels that it is still there, but actually it is not there. When we turn towards left, the right objects on the rights are gone. And when we turn towards the right, the object towards the left is gone. And we can take the smell, same thing. That smell keeps on going away because it has air, and then it has the gandha, that is, if there is any fragrance. If one of them is missing, like at present there is no fragrance or there's nothing to smell in my room here, so there's no consciousness of any smell. Only when that gandha comes into existence, then the consciousness is there. Then we can look at touch. So we can observe that wherever we are sitting or standing or whatever we are doing, the postures, there we can see that it's either soft or hard, or um, hot and cold. That's the only thing. So that is what it is all about. So let's practice it. So you can practice continuously for 20 minutes, and then we'll talk for a minute and we'll end it.
Okay.
Okay then. All right. Actually, we would experience all these four senses appearing and disappearing. So the sound will appear and disappear, any sound, and like that, any sight. So when you are doing that, watch this laya that is going away. ಸೋಪ್ಗಿಂತ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೋಪಿಗಿಂತ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾ ಮುಟ್ಟೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ.
ಲೇಪ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕೊಟ್ಟಂ ಚೊಕ್ಕಾದಿ ಚೂರ್ಣ. ಆಯುರಾಶ್ರಮ ಅಂತ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದೀರಲ್ರಿ?
ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದು ಇದು.
ಕುಮಾರ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಅದು.
ಹೌದು,
ಹಂಗಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಕುಮಾರ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ.
ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಪಾಳ್ಯ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್? ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಹೊಸ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್, ಸಂಜೀವಿನಿ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್, ದಾವಾ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಫೋನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಕ್ತಾ? Please check 55 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 25 ಆಗಿದೆ. 99055 ಆಗಿದೆ. $72306. Now it is Dr. ಹನುಮಂತಾಚಾರ್ಯ. ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಪುಟ್ಟಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಏನಾರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತಾರ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು.
ಹಿಂಗೆ
ಏನೋ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಗೋದ.
ರಿಂಗೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಬಾಡಿ ಮಸಾಜ್ ಬೇರೆ ಇದೆ. ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಷಿನ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ.
ಮೋರ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ಡ್.
The number you're calling is currently. Please try later. ನೀವು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ನಂಬರ್ ಸದ್ಯ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಅಂಡರ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಇದ್ದವರು ಹಚ್ಕೋಬೋದಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ. ಕೇಳಿ ಹಚ್ಕೋ.
Okay, so let us end the meditation. How has been experience, but?
Yeah, I tried all 4 minute to minute. I put a clock and I was trying to experience that.
Okay.
The sound which is, you said that, you laya, you observe on that laya part. That I was able to, because the sound of vehicle and then the crow and all that, I was able to really sense and see that how it is going to laya. It's like moving. And sight is also something very similar experience. But only thing is, when I move sight from one to other, it moves from one object to another object. So when I see the new object, the old object is just gone. Then I was trying to recall how it is gone. Then I started focusing on the what you call current, in the current position observe. So then I could get the feel of laya. Smell, I started smelling everything around me just to experience. That, during smell, one experience is that I used to get the smell only when I am breathing in. During breathing out, there is no smell, nothing.
Correct.
I thought I should discuss that with you.
Yes.
Smell part.
Yes, in all the laya, there won't be anything, including sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, all the 5. When there is out breath or the laya, you will not have anything. It will be shunya, nil.
That means out breath is equal to nothingness, right?
Yes.
In terms of smell.
Yes, nothingness in terms of smell, sight, sound, taste, and touch.
Oh, all four, 5 things are not there during
out breath.
During breathing out.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that I have not tried. Okay, because this was really creating problem for me. Only in is there, no out. Okay. Then again, coming to touch, I could feel both temperature as well as the softness and hardness. Around 20 materials I touched around me, and I could really get that feel. So far, I was touching like an object, Rupa and Nama. Now I am able to see, get the feel. I think I should practice for a number of days. Then I will get the yogic feeling of that.
Yeah, you can touch your body only. So the basic ability while we take bath is to experience a whole body. You will forget the body itself.
Oh, okay.
That you can do it, because we'll get at least 10-15 minutes to take bath. Let's say 5 to 15 minutes. 5 minutes is minimum and 15 minutes is maximum, let's say. But you can really experience everything. You'll find roughness and smoothness, hardness, softness, and temperature. And there are places where you will feel it is cold, and there are places where you feel it is hot.
Yes.
And you did not ask for it, right? You didn't say that let it be hot or let this be cold or let this be rough and smooth and all that. So basically you will lose this identity itself, like you. Then you are with everything. That is what that lady with that brain hemorrhage experienced. She couldn't say where is the beginning and where is the end. And that you will experience while taking bath.
Yes.
So then you are one with everything. So you are one with the wall and the tap and all that.
See, during say taking bath, there are everything is there. Sound is there, and then you have sight.
Yes.
And smell because soap.
Yes.
And then the touch.
Yes.
How to focus? Because all fours are coming together to you.
No.
Is it that you have to focus one after the other, or you can focus all four?
You can only look at the touch. Forget about the smell and the sight and all that. You can concentrate only on touch, because when you're applying soap, you are applying soap to what? You're applying soap to a part of the body.
Correct. It is solid to solid, yeah.
And when you rub, it becomes hot. It becomes warm.
Yeah.
Okay, and the soapy solution, if you touch it, it will be warm.
Yes.
Okay, and then when you put water, that laya happens. That soap will go and the hairs will fall and all that things will happen. So if it was yours, you wouldn't have allowed it to fall. The lot of hairs will go away in that drain.
Yeah.
Okay, and a lot of dead cells are gone. So we are naming them, but if you really see, they are either soft or hard, or rough and smooth. So your hairs can be rough, it can be smooth. All that which is Prithvi will be having this. So the floor also is rough or it is smooth. If it is smooth, you are going to fall. If it is rough, you are going to not fall. It's not that you wanted to fall. So the soap, when you apply, becomes slippery because it becomes smooth. So like that you can observe, and it will be a real interesting experience.
Yeah.
Where you will not exist at all. You as the name will not exist.
Okay, let us take the example of this soap and taking bath. During that time, because of laya, you are getting freshness there?
Yes.
See, the feel of freshness happens.
Is because of laya.
Bath only.
No, it is because of the laya. So the more you understand laya yoga, you are always in blissful state.
Okay, there are some saints, they don't take bath number of days. For them, how they get that freshness inside? Because inside they are very fresh.
Inside they are fresh because they don't have any concept of body, right? See, you are taking bath to the body. Now let us say you are bathing on the present moment, every moment to moment, then you are fresh. There is no memory.
So, which means for them, their body or the nature, both are same. There is nothing called impurity there because they have not connected.
Yes, they don't have an individuality. So they become one with everything. So then you feel,
good Dhyana.
Then you become fresh. So now this one, what we are doing today, you don't have to sit and do. You can walk and do. You can even do while talking to somebody. It's only the sound which is coming. Because we know the language, we can understand. Let's say Lata starts in Malayalam, which I don't understand. It will be just a sound. I don't even know what she's talking. Maybe you will understand because you know Malayalam because of your affinity to Kasargod, where they speak both Malayalam and Kannada. But then if I go to Kasargod, I might not even understand what Malayalam they're speaking. So it will be actually sound.
When you are moving around, you can choose what you want to focus on, either sound or sight or smell or touch.
Yes, you can choose all the 5.
But you can't do all
you can do all the 5. No, you
together,
can do,
right?
You can do all the 6 together, and that is what you need to do. So you have to first do it individually to get the hang of it. It's just like cycling. See, for me, the sight and touch or the sight and thoughts came only in the end. Initially, I started with sound. I think I had shared with all of you some time ago.
Yes.
Okay, and then when I have got all the 6 of them, now I can really enjoy it. So it's better to start with sound and sight and smell and touch and taste and finally thoughts.
1 minute. Sound, sight, smell, touch. What is the 5th one?
Taste. Taste.
Face. I didn't get that.
Tasting.
Taste. Okay.
And
Taste.
thoughts.
And the thought.
Yeah, thoughts. Thoughts is the most difficult one.
Yeah. Thought is it is keep moving like monkey.
No, it is like this. It's very easy if you practice. It is like a movie screen, not the movie. On the screen, the movie is played, but you will consider yourself to be that movie. So when you objectively see that you are just the screen, not the movie, then you will really see that you have got nothing to do with what is projected on the screen.
Yes.
And Lata did that on Saturday, I think so. And she was telling me that all the 5 senses create thoughts, and that is what really is happening.
Yes.
So when you observe this, that is your touch and taste and smell and sight and sound, there are no thoughts. For a thought to happen, you require something called Nama and Rupa. If the Nama and Rupa is removed, then there is no thought.
So thought happens when the 5 items are not there, right? It cannot happen both together?
No. When you are removed out of the 5 sense objects, and you start really seeing what they are, there are no thoughts. Only when I call Bhat, then the thought is going to happen, right?
Correct. Who is calling? Why is he calling?
Yes.
How is he? And all that. Yes.
So now I need...
So I'm repeating, when I hear some sound, there is no thought. I'm just hearing. So that means at a time only one thing can happen as per your...
Yes, at a time, consciousness brings in only one. But mind has the ability to think that it is seeing all the 5.
Correct.
You remember in that conference hall, I had made 5 bulbs.
Yes.
And it goes in circle. So what happens is, it seems like everything is lit up. But actually one bulb is going, another bulb is shining, and another one is shining. So like that. Like this, what is the Christmas or Deepavali or whatever, we put that serial lights. Something similar to that. So if you look it from an individual to individual senses, it will be like switching on, switching off, switching on, switching off of each one of these bulbs. So you need to watch the laya. And when you see the laya, you will stop hating or liking it, because it by itself goes away. See that 1 hour, whatever I have spoken, is gone away.
Yes.
So there is no point in I becoming very passionate about holding it. That is, this is what I have spoken. It doesn't matter. So all experiences are like that. All material experiences also are like that.
So when I listen to a favorite music of mine, maybe classical music, during that time, one is that listening happens fully and that tanmayata happens. And during that time, I start enjoying also together. What is that I'm enjoying there?
You are not enjoying. It is the mind which is making itself enjoy. So again you have to listen it. But next time when you listen, you will not enjoy as much as you had enjoyed first time. Because it has become stale. Just like you wear a cloth, you buy a cloth from the shop and you wear it, you feel happy for that moment. After that, the dress starts to smell. So you have to wash it. The moment you wash it, that interest is also gone. So now it becomes any other. Like I buy a laptop, and when I bring it here in my home, I have that excitement. After using it, the enjoyment is gone. The mind enjoys, but it enjoys only part. It doesn't know what is really enjoying it. So the tanmaya.
Is it like when 5 organs, when they receive information, and that gives some satisfaction because of my earlier conditioned mind.
Yes.
The moment I drop all that is called blissful, or blissful itself is listening to music.
No. When you drop all of these 5 senses attachment, you are always at bliss because you are not conditioned anymore.
Then you don't need any of this for your bliss.
Yes, you are always at bliss. See, the sound is going away, right? So let us say even Carnatic recital, somebody is singing, that is a sound. There is nobody who is singing there, right? It's just a sound.
Yeah.
And for a person who hates classical, he doesn't like it.
Correct.
So it is biased. Somebody likes it, somebody dislikes it. But sound is a sound. There is nothing to like or dislike. The moment you name it as classical, Carnatic, so then comes liking, disliking. But what really is coming out is just a sound. So if you treat sound as a sound, including the sound what I am telling, it's all the same. It's just an energy and is laya. I keep on talking. The breath stops when I'm talking, and when I finish talking, the breath enters in, and again I talk. Breath goes out, and that's all what is happening. Even for a singer, it's the same thing. Even for me, it's the same thing. For you, also same thing. So you're always at bliss because you're seeing the laya. When you see laya, you can understand sthiti. So what we want is a sthiti. We don't want srishti and laya, because srishti,
Yes.
anything happens, laya is the answer to that. But
Yes.
what we are interested is in the sthiti. So if you want to be in sthiti, don't name it. You are always in sthiti.
Okay, let's take the example of sound now. Laya we have observed. Maybe Srishti also you can observe, because when the sound is coming first time when I hear. But what is sthiti here? At that moment, what is that is called sthiti, right?
What is there is only sound. That is sthiti.
Only sound.
And
Okay.
sound is there in everything, right?
Yes.
So it is sthiti. If you name it as classical Carnatic music, then there is laya. See, stomach sound, body, the mouth sound, or the chirping of bird sound, or mobile sound, this sound, that sound, are sound only, right? Space is infinite, so sound also will become infinite.
Yes, it is there continuously.
And that is called as pranava, primordial. It has no beginning, no end.
So, yeah, got it. So, all these 5 things, sound, sight, smell, touch, and taste, it is there everywhere all the time.
Yes.
Is it that way?
Yes, it is there all the time. It is always in sthiti.
And because of the permutation combination, the intensity varies.
No.
And we attach some meaning to that, and we form our own thoughts. So, what you say that don't do any calculations, just observe.
Yes, no, it is not only there is no vibration as such. It's just what we can say. It stays at that. No sound or no sight, no touch and taste and smell and thoughts. All the 6 of them, they just exist. They don't exist as this or that. So if you just see the existence, that is such chit ananda, the chit, if you see, existence, consciousness, bliss. So if you just see the existence of this, that is all what is required. You don't require that. That means nama and rupa. So you don't have to do that one. You just have to do this. Just be in this. So when there is sound, all sound are sound. So there is no human being in the sound. You got the point?
Yeah.
So when you call...
There is a unbiased...
Yes.
There is a sound. Whatever it is a sound. And sound is there continuously. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes.
And don't differentiate the sound.
Yes. Don't
as music, harsh sound, sweet sound, and all that.
Yes. Don't categorize. The moment you categorize, it is srishti and laya.
Can I say that the existence of sound is the truth? Because it is a basic element.
Existence of 5 senses is the truth.
5 senses is the truth. Yes.
But the non-truth is existence of sound in a particular way, or the particular way the senses are going to be is false.
So that means if you differentiate from this lot of sounds we are hearing, a chirping of a bird, so it will start and it will stop.
Yes.
But if you just observe the sound is always there. That's the sthiti you are telling, right?
That is the sthiti. Sound is going to be there.
So, that Pranava sound will be always there. Yes?
Also, I think Vilas is saying, don't give any adjective to it. Sound is a sound. Whether it is sound of drum or a veena or something with somebody shouting, everything should be taken in the same way. Sound is just a sound, not it is harsh sound, it is sweet sound, it is beautiful, it is not beautiful. Then you start to attach the mind, meaning our color to it.
Yes.
But sound basically is sound only. Lata, what you are saying is right, but then that is from what I understood from Vilas, I understood that he is telling don't put any adjective to anything. Sight also the same way. Smell also the same way. In smell you can easily see that because we feel happy when we get a good smell. We feel we shrink our nose and we do a lot of things when we when we get a bad smell. So basically, if I'm understanding Vilas right, give equal importance to only that importance that it is a smell or it is a sound. Don't add any adjective to it.
Like Bhatt went in search of smell, or even Lata yesterday went in search of smell. She went to the kitchen to smell. Actually, the mind wanted to know what is smell. So if there were no smell in the room, you literally don't have consciousness of smell. Only when Gandha comes along with the Vayu, then only you can smell. Otherwise, you cannot smell. That means it doesn't mean the smell did not exist. It doesn't mean that smell always exists. It is there, but Vayu is required for it to come. Similarly, the sight. If there is no light, you cannot see anything. And then if you look at sound, without space, there cannot be any sound. So if you take all the 5 senses, they get attached, or rather they get charged up only when the 5 elements come into existence. Otherwise it is not. But sound as sound, sight as sight, all of that in their original form exist forever. They are Ananta. So consciousness is also Ananta. That is the Prakriti is also Ananta and Purusha is also Ananta. What we are doing is that we are disengaging both of them. So what Padma Shri is saying is correct. Just see as is. Don't see with Nama and Rupa. If I put it as classical music, then it is Srishti and Laya. Because classical music never existed. So it is created and it is going to get destroyed after the concert is over. Now it is only recording which is available. So you can have to keep on listening to the recording, which is a repetition. Basically, it's again a sound. But mind will say that, oh, it was so nice when I attended this Carnatic music at so and so place. So it goes to the past. And next time when the same singer were to come, or the same musician were to come playing veena or violin or mridangam or flute or whatever it is, so he wants to enjoy that again, which is foolishness. He can enjoy all at the same time because sound is a sound. So there is no human being in the sound. So wherever there is a hole, you are going to get a sound. So you have mouth, you have a hole, so you're going to listen to this, hear to the sound. Anus has a hole, again sound. Nose has a hole, again sound. So wherever ear has a hole, so again sound. So wherever there is holes, it will make sound. Make sense?
Yeah, so what you're telling is don't worry about the intensity, don't attach any meaning. It is just sound.
Yes, it's just sound.
And sound is there all the time, everywhere.
Yes, and you can see the laya. Like I am talking, there is a pause. Then you are talking, there is
Yes.
a pause. So there is pause, right? That is laya.
Yes.
But sound is there, irrespective of whatever it is. Space is there, so sound is going to be there. Whether I make it, you make it, Lata makes it, or somebody makes it, makes no difference. So now somebody is shouting Soppu, so that sound is there.
So whenever we see, we have any, hear any sounds or see some sights and so on, so it creates some kind of impression in you.
Correct.
Right? So the idea is you just, and the impression is created when you label it or you identify it or like it and dislike it or whatever.
Yes.
So if you are not doing any of those, then none of the impressions will be formed in your mind.
Yes. So then the expectation goes away. Then you are actually in Vairagya. This will bring you to Vairagya.
Okay.
And one more thing I felt, Vilas, when I was doing it today, when we were doing only one sense at a time, the other did not get associated at all. But then when we are generally in a normal awakening time, you don't do it like that. Sight is not just sight. You associate it with all the other sounds that come along with that sight.
Correct.
A person talking, that sight, all of them are getting, all five senses together make that object. But
Correct.
the moment you do this kind of a meditation, you're disassociating the other senses to that particular sound.
Correct.
Because of that, the impression is not getting created also. It's easier to not get created because you are not associating the sight with the sound.
Correct. Very true. That is correct. So when we practice this, after some time, you can be able to practice without a break with all the 6 of them. Then you don't have any impressions. So then there is no expectation. When there is no expectation, then you are in Vairagya. Because whatever you bring in, you will be having sight. That is, if somebody brings me something to eat, then there is only taste which is going to come. 6 tastes are going to come. One second. Ha, Anand, ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. Good morning. ಆತು. Okay, done. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಕಳಿಸಿನ ಅವರಿಗೆ ABBಗೆ ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. Okay. Sure. I'll do that. Okay. Okay, done. I'll do. Okay, so when we practice with all the 5 senses, you will be able to disengage and no naming will happen, and then with that you are always in bliss. You become pure consciousness. There is nothing which is hampering. By the way, it is almost 10, but wanted
sorry. This was interesting.
No worries.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is that whether we eat or whether we touch or whether we taste or smell or whatever it is just that event which is happening. And consciousness arises at that moment and goes away. But the mind holds it and it enjoys or suffers.
So already we have a lot of biases and all those things stored.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So what to do with those?
No, for that, this is where the karma comes into picture, that you cannot eliminate them, but you can make them lifeless. So the making of lifeless is through cutting the senses and sense objects. This is where the Shama and Dhamma and Uparati, all that what we discussed, right? So the titiksha here is that you have to endure. That is when the sight comes. Let us say I am so much engrossed in, let us say, laptop or some work I am doing or some beautiful object or some scenery, or let us say, since I go to Ladakh, there is this Pangong Lake. It looks so nice, right? So let's say I have fascination, or I have attachment or imagination of Pangong. Now what I need to do is, that is the karma what I've created because of samskara. So samskara is the repetition what I've done. So it has become a habit, and that habit is that unless I go and see that lake, I am not happy. So now what I can do is, there are various ways I can go there, I can see it on video and all that. So now what the practice should be, that lake is a lake, it's just a water. There is nothing called as lake. Lake is the nama. And the blue color is coming from sun. So when I start investigating that, slowly the mind will disengage, because it is just a sight and there is no truth in that sight. If light is there, then only the blue color will come. Like when I had taken somebody, one of my friend had come along with me in the year 2016. On that day, when we went to Pangong Lake in the morning, in the afternoon, when we reached, there was cloud. The whole lake was white. There was no blue color in the lake, like what you see in Manasarovar or whatever lakes we have on the Himalayas. It looks blue, but it was not there. So he was asking me, how does thing happen? I said, if the sun comes only, it will happen. So it's conditioned. When I investigate, slowly the mind will come out of that, because sight requires light and the object, and object is made out of 5 elements. So now when I see this, it's water as an element, so mind will disengage itself from there. So the karma can never be removed, but its fruits can be removed, meaning I can make it lifeless. That I can apply with a girl, I can apply with a laptop, I can apply with whatever I feel I am attached to. So this exercise of turning left and turning right will tell me that whatever is there on the left is gone. When I turn, the consciousness of that is gone. When I turn on the right, all the things which are on the right is gone when I turn towards left, like that. So the senses are so short-lived. Okay, so we are at 9:56.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll again meet at 8:45 tomorrow.
Yes.
8:45 tomorrow. Okay, fine.
Okay, all right.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.